Hey guys, this is Wanda the Traveling Dutchie coming right at you from Costa Rica. I'm really excited about today's topic. Living the dream life in Costa Rica and what quitting my job has taught me about life. Very deep, right? Well, it actually isn't. It's all about leading the life that makes you happy. That sounds so corny, but let's be honest. It is so important, isn't it? First, if you're new to this channel, I'm a Dutch expat. I've been living in Costa Rica for the last 17 years, and with my channel, I would like to help anybody looking to live in Costa Rica, travel to Costa Rica, or who wants to travel and work online. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon so you actually receive a notification when I upload a new video. All right, now let's get into it. Living the dream life in Costa Rica, what does that even mean? I have lived in 9 different countries, but not always living the dream life. I thought I did, but I just wasn't really aware that I wasn't. And now that I'm aware, I see that a lot of people, they get sort of like stuck in like a bit of a rat race where they just repeat every day. They repeat the same cycle over and over and over and over again. Like even if you live in paradise, you can still be in a rat race. I know I was, but without even knowing it, I was perfectly happy. It's just that, I wasn't really living my full potential. And I also didn't really know what my goals in life were. I actually thought I had already reached them. Like I knew I didn't want to live in the Netherlands. I knew I wanted to move to, a warmer climate country that, was inspiring, and I wanted a job in tourism. And there already I went wrong. I wanted a job in tourism because I've always had a job. I always worked for a boss. So I was always working on somebody else's goals, right? My boss's goals. And regardless of the fact that I was perfectly happy with my job and I loved the company and I loved my colleagues and I had a fun life, I was still just going through the cycle of, okay, well, have a job because I need money, because I need to pay the bills, and then I pay the bills, and then here and there have some fun. So, does that seem familiar to you? Like, what does your daily life look like? Probably something like you get up, you have breakfast, you go to work, you come home, and then you have very little time for yourself, right? You need to cook dinner, we're probably, take care of the kids, help them with homework, maybe watch Netflix for an hour, and you go to bed just to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And especially if you're from the United States, where you have very few vacation days, it gets very mundane and boring, and that's not, how it was supposed to be. You're supposed to enjoy life. So, what I learned is that just by reading books, COVID actually helped me completely shift my mind about life in general. I realized that I was very uneducated in the financial department. So let me explain for a second what I mean with had no financial education. Obviously, I had the regular financial education. As in, I would work, I would get a salary, I would save money, the basic stuff. But I didn't invest my money. I didn't even know what the options were. I just always thought, well, obviously I know you can invest in real estate, but in my brain, I thought you need to have a lot of money with that. Again, reading, having people around you that are either entrepreneurs or investing obviously helps. So I went from, working for a salary and saving money and just paying my bill and only being dependent on one income stream to now owning real estate. I invested in cryptocurrency, metals, gold, and silver. I have 2 online businesses. So now I have a bunch of different income streams. Very important for anybody, right? To never ever rely on just one income stream. So I started my own business with a friend of mine. Yay. That was an eye-opener. Then because of COVID, my business was and is a travel company. So obviously COVID put that into a coma. And then I started reinventing myself like everybody had to. And I took courses in digital marketing, which now helps me with my travel business as well. But I also read a lot. My first book was Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read Cash Flow. I read now so many books because I recognized, oh my God, there's a whole different world out there where you can create. And here come my 3 new goals in life that I was never aware of. Here comes financial freedom. And for the people that say money doesn't make happy, please stop. You need the bills you need to pay. If you have kids, the colleges are expensive, but also to do the fun in life, it costs money. Food costs money. So, to set yourself up for success and not just working for an employee and getting money that way, but like investing. You don't have to be rich to invest. You just need to be smart with money. And that's what I learned, and I'm so excited. My first goal was financial freedom. My second one is location freedom. Set your life up in a way that you can work from wherever you want, basically. And then the last goal is very simple, time freedom, right? So even when you have financial freedom, if you don't have time freedom, if you don't have the freedom to spend time with your kids, or if you like traveling, you're constantly working, but you don't have time to actually go to Thailand or wherever it is you want to go, then you're sort of missing out. So my point is, this is going to be a long video, I can tell. It's just I'm really passionate about it, and I'm not really putting into words what I'm actually having in my head, so just bear with me. But what I'm trying to say is, don't settle for a mediocre life. And you might have a mediocre life without knowing it, because I had it. I lived the dream in Costa Rica, so I thought, but I really didn't. I just didn't know the potential. So here I am to tell you, get more out of your life. See the potential. Read books. Start with Richard Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad to understand that there's more to life than the circle of, working for somebody else's goals, working for a boss. Create your own company. It may sound super intimidating. It's not, because you can do really basic things online just by having a website. And obviously it does depend on what kind of passions you have and what you're interested in. But just so you know, during COVID, when my travel company was put into a coma, obviously, right, I needed to pay my bills. All our customers were canceling their vacations, so we were paying back their money. So that was financially very painful. And all I've ever done in life was tourism. So obviously I wasn't gonna have a new job because everybody was getting fired. So I needed to reinvent myself and do something. And luckily I did have a friend that I knew I was making her income online somehow to do with digital marketing. I didn't know, but I reached out to her and I followed this training. And as I'm saying it, because I've spoken about this before in my videos, and some people complain that it sounds like, oh, what are you trying to sell? I'm not trying to sell anything here. I'm trying to wake you up and give you the possibilities of, what you could do. It doesn't mean you have to do it, but I'm telling you what I did. All right. So as I am literally crying myself to sleep every night because how was I going to get income? I followed this training that is about how to be an online entrepreneur, how to start your business. There's 3 different business models to do it. Yes, it's a legitimate company. You can look it up. It not only helped me find different income sources online, mentally it helps because now I was with like-minded people and they have this really supportive group, like the makers of this training, so to speak. And it got my creative brain started thinking, and I got all these ideas and I followed up and I did the work. Now, if you think that this is something like, oh, I just do this training online and then I start making a lot of money, no, I worked my ass off. So of course I will leave the information of this particular course in the description box below. Have an open mind. Yes, it's an infomercial when you first see it. That's what I saw too. Yes, I was skeptical too. It sounds too good to be true. But you know what? If you don't check it out, nothing will ever change in your situation. So if you do have an open mind and you do want to change and you do want to have a chance of a life that is more meaningful in a sense that allows you more time to control what you do with your loved ones, with your kids, with your husband, with your whoever you want to do it with, just check it out, right? Obviously, I'm here for any questions. I went through this path. And so, just long story short, so I started this video with like what quitting my job has taught me about life is that life is more about just working for money to pay the bills, right? And have a little extra to do the things you like. No, you can fully design your life with how you like it. Like right now, not to brag or anything. It's just, this is now the reality of my life. I set it up the way I like it. So, for example, I hate cooking. I can't cook, I hate it. I hate doing grocery shoppings. So I have somebody here that brings me meals every day. I love it. It's absolutely fabulous. I hate going to a gym. So I have one here in the house, and I have a personal trainer come that does the exercises with me and has me on this plan. I have a nutritionist, this beautiful house. I have my horse in the street that I ride. Everything that makes me happy, I created. I was able to create. And to me, like people, I'm a very social person. People are important. So I create scenarios and situations where I get to travel with my significant other. I travel with my friends. We hang out all the time. You know, we can rent a boat. We can do, you know, like all the good things that to me matter in life are now possible. I am so grateful for everything. Right now, I can't think of one thing that could possibly make me happier. You know? And with all of this, I have good health. My family have good health. My friends have good health. So, you know, living the dream life in Costa Rica. That doesn't mean I'm always perfectly happy. I have my bad days. There's also, you know, some challenges about living in Costa Rica. I actually made a video about the downsides of living in Costa Rica. Don't get me wrong. The good outweighs the bad by far. But I'm just pointing it out in case, you know, you want to move to Costa Rica. It's always good to educate yourself. So check the video, Downsides on Living in Costa Rica, and check all my videos basically. If you click on my name, Wanda the Traveling Dutchie, click on videos, you'll see over 200 different videos on live in Costa Rica, travel Costa Rica, all kinds of tips, what to do, what not to do. Educate yourself before you come here. You know, the better educated you are, the more successful your move will be, because a lot of people actually leave within a year or two when the honeymoon phase is over. So find out why. And again, if you have questions, I'm always happy to help. Check out the description box below this video for that link that I was referring to. And I hope to see you in the next video. I want to thank you for watching. Pura vida. Ciao.